Hi, this is Ken Mergentime, Executive Editor of Sign and Digital Graphics Magazine. And we are here today at the NBM Show in Philadelphia, and this is On Point. Today I'm here with my friend Andrew Oransky from Roland DGA. Andrew, with competition in business so tight, can you give us some advice to sign shops to get more business out of their existing clients?
Sure. You know, one of the things that we've been talking a lot about at Roland lately is the idea that print industries in general, not just the sign industry, but if you look across all the various areas, have really started to converge. This process has been going on for a while and it's continuing. And so it's really important for the sign shop owner to make sure that they're getting the largest amount of their customers, their print buyers' businesses that they possibly can. And one of the ways that they can do that is by starting to look at a lot of the other applications that the customer that comes to them to buy a vinyl sign or to buy a banner might be interested in. One of the ways, for instance, that we're addressing that has certainly been through equipment design. And you know, we're an equipment company, we like to talk about that stuff. Sure. And so if you look at something like our new Pro 4 machine, it has capabilities, it prints, it cuts, it's going to give you great photographic quality so that you can address not only that banner, that one sign that they need, but take the opportunity to ask them, well, are you buying a banner for an event? What else do you need for that event? Do you need t-shirts? Okay, right. And you can make t-shirts on that same piece of equipment with maybe different materials, maybe adding a heat press. Do you need posters that maybe that person didn't think to buy from you? Do you need personalized products? Okay, so whatever that may be, whether it's the mugs or the coffee, you know, or the pens or things like that for the event, but it really needs to go beyond simply looking at that one piece of equipment and saying, well, what can I run through that one piece of equipment?
Right.
You need to think, as a business owner, you need to start thinking about how you can keep your customer from going up the street for anything. Okay, and so it's not just about the stuff that might come off your Roland or your other large format digital printer, but when your customer says, well, I'm opening a restaurant, right. Okay, they come to you for the grand opening sign, right? That's right. Something, and maybe even the electrical sign that goes above the door, but they need menus, they probably need business cards, they might need a giveaway for opening night. You don't have the capabilities to print that. Many shops don't. However, somebody does.
Right.
Okay, so by saying to that customer, oh, you need menus, well, go see the quick printer up the street, you're losing an opportunity to maintain that customer, because there's a pretty good chance, and this is where we come back to that convergence of technologies, convergence of industries, there's a pretty good chance that that quick printer up the street just bought a large format printer. So if you send your customers, right, if you send your customers out of your shop to go buy things elsewhere, you are opening up an opportunity for your competition to sell them the products that you might have had an opportunity to sell your core products.
So you want to become like a one-stop shop.
You really, I really think you do, and I really think you need to cultivate the kind of wholesale relationships that allow you to do that. Don't always look at, and again, I love to hear when people buy equipment. I'm an equipment guy, but don't always look at solving every problem by just buying equipment.
Right.
We formed a relationship at Roland with an outfit called Keen. I think you and I have talked about this before. And one of the neat things about Keen, in addition to being a really great turnkey e-commerce system that's designed for print shops and for the print industry, it's the first time anyone's done that. One of the great things they did, and it's a lesser known feature, but on the back end, they have pre-negotiated wholesale relationships with promotional products vendors, with quick printers, with offset printers, so it allows somebody who's plugged into their system to very easily take orders for all those products that they can't make in-house, but it keeps the customer who is standing in front of you or who is looking at your website
so you still get the order.
You get the order,
you find the guy
make
that
a
can
margin, but you've got a wholesale supplier in place so that you know you can fill that order without having to send anyone out of your shop. Because the minute you send someone to any other business, you're opening up that opportunity to lose the customer. So you want, I read something recently about maintaining customer mind share. And I think
bet you read that in digital, Sign and Digital Graphics.
I think I did. I think I did, as a matter of fact. And it's a great phrase, and trying to maintain as much of their print buying as you possibly can without sending them outside is ultimately going to help you grow your business.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. Again, this is Ken Mergentime with Sign and Digital Graphics, and this has been On Point.
For more On Point conversations, visit sdgmag.com.